Okay, sorry. It's fixed. Don't know. Can't believe that happened. It's fixed though. Welcome in. All right, so we're gonna do this mermaid tail, and after the mermaid tail, we're gonna do the mermaid tail. We're gonna finish this. Hello, hello. Then we're gonna go work on this France page again because I'm excited for this page. I've been waiting since Tuesday. So we need, you can use any color. Obviously, I'm going to be using purple. That's what color is suggested. So I'm using RV33, which is thistle, and RV57, which is dark lilac. Franny B and Franny B for the heart me. So I guess I don't want to do the practice box because you have to draw in the scales. I don't want to do that, okay? I think all right, would y'all hate me? Would y'all hate me if we just skip the box and just do the mermaid scales? And then you can do that on your own for practice if you want to later. What y'all think? Okay. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to start by, it says blend 2 shades with alcohol markers lighter in the center. Okay, thank you, Franny. So I'm going to start with my lighter shade in the center and move outward in with the darker shade. Oh, schnizzle. That's weird. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I got scared for a second. I thought I was doing something wrong. What did I say? Schnizzle? I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm excited to be here with you guys. I am just tired. I'm late because I was trying a new setup. I was wanting to do the dual cast screen where you would see my face. But I have a very old computer. First of all, it has to be a Windows. And I have an old computer that I don't use anymore because I got a new computer. But I left my new laptop at work. So I couldn't get the old computer to load the program because it's like a dinosaur. So y'all couldn't see my face tonight. Well, here, hold on. You can see it real quick because I actually was feeling my hair. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Hi. Okay, we're going to flip you back around. Because I was not prepared for that. Oh, look. Shout out to the frog. Ooh! Hey. But I wanted it to be more personable, and I wanted to color. Y'all know I talk a lot and all that stuff, so I just wanted to color and let y'all see my face a little bit. That was not a good angle. I'm sorry, but we'll try that again tomorrow night when I bring my laptop home. Oh, thank you. It's a moo-moo. Like moo-moos and markers. I'm wearing my nightly moo-moo. Okay, and for the tail, I'm going to do purple as well. Actually, I wanted to see something. Okay, no, never mind. I'm just going to keep the tail simple tonight. So I'm just going to do the same colors. Thank you, Kat. For the heart me. Okay, the number of the markers I'm using right now are these two. We're going to have a little darker one in a bit, I think. And you can color your mermaid whatever colors. I'm just doing purple because that's what's in the book. We're starting chapter 2. Also, I like the color purple. It's my favorite color, so we're going to stick with purple. But I really would like to do like an iridescent or rainbow mermaid. I think that would be fun. But welcome in. Hi, if you're new here, I am Tristan. We've been working in this book for the last few months, every Monday and Thursday. We're starting a brand new chapter. And basically, you get a skills page. And then you get to work on each little section from the skills page before you do the skills page. And right now, we are starting a mermaid beach scene. So we're doing a mermaid tail tonight. And then we have like seashells, starfish, coral, bubbles, ocean, and so on. We're really excited for this chapter. Lorraine, welcome in. Yep, get your books out, get your markers out, throw your moo-moo on. Okay, it said draw scales, which we're not drawing scales, obviously. But it says shade the base of each scale and then add white highlight on the tip. So we're going to shade the base. We're going to get a little bit darker of a purple. Yep, don't forget your, look, we got in, well, this one ain't really new. I have a couple of them, but we retired Old Faithful. He was very well loved, but he could no longer hold much ink, so we had to get rid of him. So for these lighter shade scales, I'm going to use this, am I though? Yeah, I'm going to use that same like RV57 to shade. No, I didn't keep him amber. It's never too late. Megan, do you have your, you know, one thing, sorry, I'm off track here. One thing that I was trying to follow, I wanted to follow this. But if I was really doing this, I would have done each scale individually. Because I would have liked to leave a little white at the tip. Can we get a redo? That's what I get for following directions instead of doing what I want to do. Because look, now it's going to be this really weird line. And I'm going to go back in with my pink and kind of blend it out a little bit. Ah, no, it's okay, Amber. Maybe the next one. Hey, Ness, how are you? So you want to darken, like shadow the scales, which is what we should have done in the first place. And I don't know why I listened to that. I guess it's because, I don't know. When we do our real mermaid on our skills page, oh, she's going to be fire because I'm going to fix that. I'm going to fix that tail up real quick. Look at this. This is our skills page. Yes, Bex. All right, we're going to take that dark lilac and shade these scales here. But you're gonna want to go back over with that pink because otherwise it's going to be a very harsh line and not a good blend. But y'all wait till we do our skills page. I'm going to love that mermaid tail. Oh, you're okay. Not minding you. But where the scales overlap is where you want that darker shadow. Once it dries, it's going to be fine. What is your favorite mermaid color? I was saying that I really think I would like to do like an iridescent tail or a rainbow tail. What color mermaid tails would you like to do? Cat, it is in, yeah, here, let me pull it up for you. There it is. Yes, it would be a great time to follow along. We'll be doing these every Monday and Thursday until, we are actually going to be bringing a color along, into our schedule, but we're still going to do this book on Mondays. It is a wonderful book. We love it. We've been working in it since January. Nicole has been in the fan club for 2 months. Oh, okay, Bex. Yay! I'm so excited, Kat. You're gonna love it. Oh, Megan said blue, green, shiny. That sounds good. All right, and okay, sorry, I got a little confused there for a second. Yeah, starting the 17th, we're gonna be doing a color along in the in another book, because this one is coming. This one's gonna still do, like, we've been doing Mondays and Thursdays, and we're still gonna do this one on Monday though, starting May. I think I put the date as the 17th. And don't forget, super fans, if you ever miss a color along, you have access to replay videos, unlimited. Yes, Nicole, it is Friday Eve. I do. I even watch this. Don't even. Oh, Lord. My bad. Hey, Yaya. How are you? No, the color along is available for everybody. It'll just be the subs who get replays. Like, I am going to do replays for everybody for May, just until I know everybody has the book that wants the book. But then after May, the replays will only be for subs, so anyone can participate and join live. But if you miss, then only the subs would get to go back and watch it. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Nicole, thank you for the bubble gum. Let me get you a sticker to celebrate. Yes, Maddie had messaged me about it, and so asking if it was too late to join. So I'm excited. I'm excited for everybody. Towards the end of the live, I think Amber is going to hop on and kind of show the book and all of that. Nicole, this is going to be for you. Thank you, Bex, for the club cheers. Hey, Michelle, welcome in. Oh, Crystal, thank you for the bubble gum. Oh, I need one for Crystal too. Okay, Nicole. Thank you, Crystal. Get you a sticker. Let me know if I missed anybody else, because it do be happening sometimes. All right, Crystal, I got you this little cherry whale or cherry dolphin. I don't know which one that is. Oh, I think it's a whale. I don't know. Lorraine, thank you so much for the heart me, and welcome to the Hot Mess Express Club. We're going to do this mermaid tail, and then we're going to work on the France page. Oh, Lord. I'm trying to get this sticker out. Do, 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 do. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty, working on this mermaid tail. Okay, I think I got most of the ones here. Now, I want to darken these up on the side a little bit. Thank you, Lorraine, for heart me. So I'm going to use, actually, let me look at my chart real quick, make sure I pick a purple that's kind of similar. We got our dark lilac, RV57. That's weird. Purples are so hard, you guys, for real, for real. I guess we'll go with this Merlot, but ugh, that's kind of dark. It's really dark. Purple is my favorite color, but matching purples is a struggle. Hey, Chicolette, welcome in. Yes, do you feel my pain? Why are they so difficult? I guess because you have like your more indigos and then your more violets, and then I feel like there's not enough of either one, and then you're trying to work with both of them, and it's just, ugh. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing, deepen up here on the outsides. So challenging, so challenging. And it's, maybe it'll lighten up some when I go back over. And now, just in case you don't make it back Thursday, oh, and here, let me put this down so you have it. I'm sorry, my brain is all over the place with this. RV 514. Okay, this is how, if I was just following the instructions, but this is how I would really have done a mermaid scale on my own. And when we do the mermaid in the book, just imagine this is the scale, okay? This is how I would have done it. I would have started with a colorless blender. Buse, thank you for the follow. And where the highlight's going to be, I would have used that colorless blender to make a very soft, like, little bit of negative space here. And then I would have started with, and I would have done this with each scale, okay? Instead of, I guess this is kind of the easier way, like, shoosh, 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 shoosh. But don't go all the way up to the bottom of that scale because you want to utilize a little bit of negative space. Push that ink down a little bit. Okay, and then I would have worked darker. Let me zoom you in. Okay. So if when we get to the actual mermaid scale, when we get to actual mermaid on the page, this is how I'll be doing it. Okay. And then that way you have a little bit of that lighter space here into the pink, into the shadow. And then add that little pop of highlight. But I am a direction follower, and I started following the directions on here and doing it like the book instead of thinking about doing it the way I probably would have really done it. but that's okay. I try to stick to the book, honestly, because everybody's following the book, and I feel like this is a little easier, like more beginner friendly. This is a little bit more complicated, but that way you see both options there. Yes, Megan, you can. Megan said hers has 4 colors. Yeah. You could pick different colors and make some scales a little darker than others. You can use like some blues and greens, more purpley and pinks. Ooh, okay. Are any of y'all, I know y'all are, this is a dumb question. Raise your hand if you are a reader. Raise your hand. Because let me tell you what I read. And actually, I don't like doing this. I rarely do this, but I watched the Hunger Games movie of the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. But then I was looking online and people were talking about, sorry, why did I just have a brain glitch? Like, I can't remember what I'm doing. Then I read online, like, how different the book is, kind of like how much darker it is and all this stuff. And like, it just really didn't portray snow in the movie exactly like the book, I get. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to read the book, even though I've seen the movie. And granted, I actually saw the movie when it first came out in theaters, but I just now started the book. So I really don't even remember the movie. Okay, but I'm reading the book because at school we're doing testing. We're doing benchmark testing, and I have to proctor. So while the kids are doing hours of testing, I'm reading. It is kind of crazy. It is dark. And I'm like, well, I got to go back and read. I'm about halfway through. And when I finish, now I'm like, okay, I'm going to go rewatch the movie because I done forgot the movie. But I'm pretty sure some of this stuff in this book, it did not get that wild in the movie. No, I have not yet. But I want to, I guess I need to read that one next, right? Because did that one come next? I don't even know what order they come in anymore. It's the Hunger Games series, and it's the Songbirds, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Yes. No, I haven't read it yet because I'm going to finish this one. I'm about halfway through. And when I finish it, I want to watch the movie. And then, yeah, I want to read it because I know the movie, they're working on the movie, right? Of that one. Okay. Crystal, yes, I read all of the... Okay, so actually I was super crazy, weirdly obsessed with it, which does make sense because I was that way with Twilight as well. But, yes, I knew there was no way, Crystal, they could put all of that in the movies because it would basically be like, you know. Amber, I'm dying. I know. Looking back, like as an older adult, I tried rereading it and I just couldn't get into it again. And I was like, I don't know. I guess I was just in a different mind frame back then. But what else? What is everybody reading right now? Okay, Crystal, so I have heard about that book. I like Frida. I haven't read that one yet, though. And, oh my goodness, I'm so excited for the movie that's coming out later in the year. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of the name of it? I know somebody knows. It's actually got the girl from 50 Shades in there. And she is like, she comes, oh man, I read the book a while back, but they're just now coming out with the movie. But it's like with the wife that's disabled, and what is it? I gotta look it up now. I don't know how to describe it without giving away like important details. I just saw the blasted Verity. Yes, that's it. I am so excited for that movie. The Happy Life of Isadora Bentley. I don't think I've seen that one. Oh, there's another book that I read that was so good. It was just one of those, like, truly good. Like, I read a lot of books, and so some books are just, like, I mean, they're okay. But, like, when I say good, I can't remember the name of it. But it was basically this guy who could live forever. But the problem is, everyone he meets forgets who he is, like, the next day. And he ends up, like, falling in love with this girl. And he has to, like, constantly remind her who he is. And he has to keep making her fall in love with him. And, like, I don't even remember something. Oh, the cover had a bunch of stars on it and constellations. So I know somebody in here knows it. It's so good. 10 out of 10. No, it's not 51st Dates. No, it's, what is it called? Ooh, it's so good. He meets him in like a bookstore, and I'm not talking about you. I keep hoping that they'll make a movie. I've read so many books, I can't remember the names of them. It's about a guy who lives forever. Like, he's like cursed or something. I can't really remember. He can live forever, but everyone he meets forgets him the next day. So he can't really form relationships or friendships because everybody forgets him. But he meets a girl who actually remembers him, I think. And I was thinking that she didn't remember him and he had to keep reintroducing himself. But I think she actually did remember him. And he was like, wait, you're not supposed to remember me. Like, nobody remembers me. But it was really good. What was it? And it had, the cover had like stars on it or yes, The Invisible Life of it was somebody. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. It was so good. So it wasn't a guy that was it a guy? Maybe it was a girl that was invisible. I guess she was invisible. Yes, it was a girl, not a guy. A young woman makes a bargain to live forever and is cursed, but is forgotten by everyone she meets. It's The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Guys, do whatever you need to do to read it. It's awesome. I hope they make a movie. Another one that's kind of very like time travel-y. It's like the 7.5 deaths of let me look it up. This one is another good one. Put this on your TBR because it's amazing. It's long and it's a little bit complicated of a read. It jumps back and forth with timelines a lot, but it's called The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. Amazing. It's another one that I wish I could read for the first time because it was that good. It's like murder mystery, kind of. Like, this is what it says. It says, a complex murder mystery novel. When they say complex, they mean complex. It's a lot to keep up with, but it's really good. It's definitely not light reading. Like, it's something like, if you put down, you might forget what's going on, and all the details are important. But it features a time loop where the protagonist must solve the murder of Evelyn Hardcastle by reliving the same day in the bodies of different guests at Blackheath Manor. So, like, every day he wakes up and he's in the body of someone else, and he relives the same day through their perspective to solve the murder. It's really good. Really good. Yes, red rum. Don't make me use the screen button. Ooh, I'll have to read that, Crystal, because I have like a weird obsession with 9/11 and watching it about stuff like that. Okay, I have not started Fourth Wing yet. I know. I have not started Fourth Wing yet because there's so many books to go with it, and I'm not sure if I want to start that yet. But I've thought about it. It's on my TBR list. Oh, Crystal, it was The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. Amazing read. But it's not something, if you're a light reader, the wording is a little complicated, and that it's very detailed. Like, it goes back and forth with these time loops, and you have to keep up with details. But if you can handle that, amazing book. I know. And look, not me talking about books. They're going to say I'm promoting stuff. Okay. And like, I kind of feel like these need a little bit of a shadow. But I also feel like this is a little bit harsh for the shadow. But I don't really have another intermediate color. I just got so excited talking about books. Yes. And look, bump it up on the list because it's good. It's good. Because it's different, you know? Like, if you're a reader, you already know. Like, I read so much stuff that sometimes it's predictive, similar plots, blah, blah, blah. So some of these books where I'm just like, no, this is the one. It's so different. It's so different. Oh. My bad. Wait, that's it. That's the one. Okay, so we've gotten our little mermaid scales together. I'm going to use this dark purple, even though I feel like it's probably too dark, to just add a little bit of a shadow here. And I'm going to go back over it with this little lighter of a shade. I blame Harry Potter for my book addiction. It started in 4th grade. 4th grade was when I got my first ever Harry Potter book. And it actually was, I read it out of order at first. Someone gifted me, because they knew I liked to read. Like, I like to read. But someone gifted me The Goblet of Fire. And that was the first one I read, actually. And then I was hooked ever since. And what? Oh. And then of course I ended up reading all of them, and I've been a reader ever since. Me too. Me too, Chicklet. I was that kid. And it's funny because my oldest son is that kid too. He had to come home one day and tell me he got in trouble because he wouldn't stop reading. And it's like, how do I as a parent get on to him for that? Oh, when I was that kid too. And of course, back then, we didn't have the internet at our fingertips when we were kids. So, and I didn't get a cell phone until I was in 9th grade. And so that's what I did in my free time. I read and I did puzzles and I listened to my radio. And then my little iPod when I got one. Okay. We're gonna add a little bit of this highlight here. At the bottom. Look, and if y'all are readers and y'all are you're a little older, then y'all know who. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. If you were the ones that always went to the AR parties and got pizza and book fair winners. Oh, my husband just said I didn't go to an AR party a single time my whole life. Oh, you're missing out. You're missing out. I'm dying. Yes, AR champ. Yes, Mr. Moo. I'm dying. Poor Mr. Moo. He didn't know what he was missing. It was the Cool Kids Club. It's accelerated reader. So you would read books and you would earn points for taking tests on them and passing the test. And then if you met your goal, they would say like, oh, you need to get this many points. Then you would get like to go to an AR party and they did a lot of pizza for us and stuff. And it was just a way that they were trying to get kids to like enjoy reading by getting rewarded for reading. But poor old Mr. Moose said he didn't get to go to a single one of them. How many books did you read for fun as a child? Mr. Moo? How many books did you read for fun in your spare time? None? None. Exactly. That's why you didn't go to no AR parties. Only the cool kids know about the AR parties. Okay. I'm going to do just a little bit of water around our mermaid tail, and then we're going to work in our France book. Oh, actually, yes, okay. I read a little bit of Babysitter's Club, but I was super into, like, I liked Goosebumps. I was more of a Goosebumps kid. I am not hugely into it anymore. I like true crime, but I was big into like the scary stuff growing up. Amber, I read a different series each. heard of the Boxcar Kids, but I don't think I really read it. Yes, Crystal. Yeah, I did read some Junie B. Jones. I do remember that. But I just remember very much enjoying Goosebumps. And then I thought it was cool when they came out with the show on TV, the Goosebumps show. Or movies or whatever. I don't know. Junkies Jones. Sorry. I do remember Judy Bloom. I'm dying. Junkie Jones. Oh, Lord. I forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot.
You trying to retaliate against me eating your sour cream?
No. No. How rude. All right, I'm just gonna just do a little bump on this water, and then we're gonna move on. No, once I got into 4th grade, it was Harry Potter, and like I remember reading stuff like that, Harry Potter, and then I was all into. I took advanced English classes in high school. I loved the English class. Loved Edgar Allan Poe and the Shakespeare and all that stuff. That was I liked that stuff so much.
Did your Bluetooth fall?
Nope. And also, oh yes, it is. Megan's mom, my stepmom, got me into, oh shoot, the Anne Rice books, like Interview with the Vampire and stuff. Chicklet, right? I got my son the Harry Potter series, and before that, some Goosebumps too. What? No. Okay, Bex, I have a funny story. Megan, you have to get your mom for this. Okay, I only read Little House on the Prairie because my stepmom forced me to, because she's like, it's a classic. Oh, wait, I'm lying. It wasn't Little House on the Prairie. It was Little Women. Little Women. Never mind, Megan. Wrong book. Well, it still was funny. You need to get your mom for that. Was anyone else forced to read Little Women, but then ended up liking it, actually? You know what else is a really good old book that I like, too? Was the Yaya Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. That was a good one. Yaya, do you remember the big fight you had? Oh, my Bluetooth was off, but it connected. Do you remember the big fight that we had when you forced me against my will to read Little Women? But then I ended up liking it anyways. Oh, it was against my will. Like, there were tears. And she's like, it's a classic. You will like it. I ended up liking it. And then I felt bad. But I was like, this is so boring. It wasn't. It ended up not. Megan, I just knew I had to tell her that. I think about that sometimes and I feel bad. Regretfully. Oh, oops. I do remember that. Tell her I apologize deeply. I was bad for a little while. What? My husband just laughed at me. What?
A little while.
A little while. Okay, a long while, okay? Jeez. Winnie, hey, how are you? Nope, never a dull moment. Thank you. We're finishing up this. Oh, look, I don't even have y'all in the camera view. I'm so sorry. Oh, technical difficulties. We're just going to finish up this little bit of water, and then we're going to work in the France book. Ooh, that was too dark. I appreciate that. I was just following the directions in this book, and I was saying I actually would probably do something a little different when I do this in our skills page. I just grabbed a marker off the shelf and it's too dark, but okay. Obviously we could add a little bit of white there, but this was just our practice. So here's our mermaid tail. And, hey, Aline. Oh, yes. Be influenced, girl. Be influenced. All right, we're going to put this one away and get out the Cozy France. Oh, Monday night, just in case you're new to joining us, we'll be back in this book Monday night. And this will be our next page. We're going to do a shell. And then we work through the series Mondays and Thursdays. And we're going to be learning all of this stuff. I do it live with you. Hey, Lisa. And then we'll have a skills page where we put it all together. It's, I have it pinned, but it's the How to Color Guided Tutorial book. And it's set up in chapters, so it takes a scene and breaks it into parts. So we're going to be on chapter 2. But this will be our skills page. And then this is one that we finished. And we just finished this one. So if this kind of stuff you're interested in, give me a follow and come hang out on Monday and Thursdays. It's kind of like a color along in a sense, but I follow, what the book says for the most part. Yes. There is so unfortunately they do have a new edition where some of the pages look a little different, but it is close enough you can follow along. But if you get the different edition, just know some of the pages are a little different, or they've added a few things here and there, but several ladies have the new edition and they're still able to follow along. But yeah, so we still have this one to do where it's a kitchen scene. And so that'll be our last chapter we do. Every Monday and Thursdays for now. It's going to move just to Mondays starting in the middle of May because we're doing a color along in a different book. Okay, moving on. Next, Cozy France. Cozy France. It's time for France. Send up some France emojis. Actually, I colored this today as well. Look how cute she is. And look, the reason I colored this is because I want to try these pastels. I got the Arctic pastels. And except for the dark purple, the pastels are when they say pastel, they mean pastel, and they're very light, but they're really pretty. But here we go. We're gonna keep working on this page. Yes, I do too. I'm just now getting to experiment with them, but those colors were really pretty. Some of the colors are really crazy light, but they're really good. Oh, hey, Heather, you're still in here. Yes. Yes. Here they are right here. And here's the pastels. I think it said, oh, there's an extra $5 off coupon right now. And actually I have them right here. Look, I hadn't got them out the box yet because I want to do like a little video. But let's see. Let me back y'all up. Here's some of the swatch colors. I hadn't finished swatching them all. Let's get you under the light. But you can see, I mean, some of these are really, really light, which I think is cool because that can help a lot with, you know, when you're shading and stuff. But here they are. And even the box is so cute. The box actually turns into a holder. So you can flip it upside down and it becomes a holder all by itself. But it says, pursue what catches your heart, not what catches your eyes. So very pretty. Very, very, very pretty. Very pretty colors. Yes, here, this shows you like all the colors. It's, I think this is, yeah, 66. And it also comes, it does come with a black and a colorless blender. And I got the brush tip and the chisel tip. So they're very juicy. So the only thing I was worried about was they kind of bled through like on the page. I'm not talking about through the page. Like I know through the page, but they were very, very juicy. So I really had to be careful because if you look, and it could be because they're new and they've been sitting up, like maybe if I have them sideways, but you can see on her clothes, I used, I guess that's not a very good, no, oh wait. It's not going to show you because I've already colored over it. But when I was coloring her shirt, I used a light blue. It kind of bled. Oh, you can see here. It started bleeding into her band a lot. But I think it's because they're new and they're juicy. And so and this paper is thin. That's the only thing that I have to adjust with being a little more light-handed. But other than that, they are really pretty. Very pretty colors. Okay, back to this. All right. The idea for this page, in case you're just joining, we're wanting to do this nighttime very glowy. Like I'm going to use these tea lights to be very glowy right here in the center. And everything else will be kind of like darkish. So in order to do these tea lights up here, the glow around them, we're going to do our bushes first. And Michelle, you should do it. Do it, girl. Just do it. You'll love them. I'm trying. Oh, let me see if I was playing around with them on this page too last night because I just wanted to try them. And look, here's some of them as well. These have more. Sorry, I know I'm jumping ship again of these, but everything except for some of the darker the shadows was the pastel. So this purple, the yellow, the flowers, everything on here, and except for the greens, the dark greens, were the Arctic's pastels. This light green was the Arctic's pastels. Look at the flower colors. So this was one of the pastels. So they're not all really light, but they're so pretty. Look at that purple and that yellow. Oh, these flowers were done with the pastels. No, that's a lie. The inside was done with the pastels. I used darker from the Ohuhus on the outside, sorry. Mostly because I hadn't swatched them all. So, I just want to show y'all that one last little tidbit before I started on this. Just because these are my like latest little obsession. Yes, happy yourself. And let me know what you think about him if you get him. Franny and Aloha influenced me. Okay, so we're gonna do these rose bushes, and remember, we want to keep it very, very glowy. So this edge here is going to be a little lighter and yellowy, and everything else is going to be very dark green. So to get that glowy effect, we want a big contrast, okay? Big contrast. And so I'm sorry, I'm usually try to be prepared. I am not prepared. I did not pick out greens yet, so let's do that. Let's do that. I'm going to use my... I'm probably going to use... I'm going to probably start with a little eggnog yellow. I know, bad influence, Freddie. Bad influence. I'm just kidding. And eggnog yellow, and then move into a little bit of this... maybe the lemon lime. And then I want to go like pretty dark after that. I want it to be like very greeny, rose bushy-y, so probably these ferns and dark ferns. Fern, dark fern, and cascade. So fern, dark fern, and cascade. We may not need all these colors, but at least we have them together if we want to. So if you're following along, these will be the marker colors we use for the... Well, we're probably going to use... I may not use them all. Sometimes I get more markers out than I need. I don't know if anybody else has that problem, but I know some of you guys are either coloring along or wanting to save it for the future. So this will be what we're using for the bushes. And I'm going to get my marker Parker switched out. Y'all, I gotta tell y'all something. I've been trying to get a little bit of streaming time on YouTube, on the YouTube, just as my backup in case something ever happens to TikTok or whatever, or TikTok ticks me off. And anyways, not y'all, but like TikTok, you know, y'all know, but anyways, so I was so excited. I was streaming. I only do like 30 minutes, and I had like one person pop in. And I was like, oh, a visitor. Hey, how are you? Well, then Mr. Moo is sitting in the living room. And he's like, I can't hear your music. And I turn around like, what are you talking about? He had me up on the TV. He was my one viewer. But he had his Bluetooth earphones on, so like I couldn't hear the TV. And I was like, not Mr. Moo being my one viewer. I was so excited someone was watching me, and it was him. I'll die. I know. So supportive. I told him he needs to get a TikTok so that he can support me on here. My #1 fan. But for some reason, YTube doesn't want the music in the background. It like blurs it out. I have to have it blaring. And you can't hear. I don't know if it's copyright stuff or what. But YTube definitely humbles me because I'm so like baby over there. I'm so new that I have like 1 or 2 people in there ever. And like actually had one person talk to me for a little while last night. And that's it. That's it. And it wasn't Mr. Moo. It wasn't Mr. Moo. Okay. We're going to start with eggnog, and I want to do a little bit of a stippling effect. So, and we want to keep that, to make it glowy, you want that big contrast, right? Like down here we have that bright yellow and the dark blues, right? It may have been, I don't know. So we're going to do the yellow, but we're going to keep it really, really small, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just right here. And then because we're using a stippling effect, don't worry about, now you don't have to do the stippling effect, right? Like you can color it however you want to, but you don't have to worry about it like chasing the ink. Okay. Thank you, Ness, for the share. I usually have more people in here, but whenever I do a shopping live and I add stuff to the cart, I don't know if it doesn't push it out, or I don't know if people don't see it, or if there's people whose accounts, like it says it's restricted to some people. I don't know if it's their age. I don't know if it's the country they're in. But every time we do a shopping live where we have stuff in the cart, nobody is here. It's lame. I mean, y'all are here. Like, I love y'all. But if you ever come in and you're like, where is everybody? That's why. That is why. I might have to, especially now that we're moving into the France page. If I reset real quick to where we don't put anything in the cart, will y'all come back? Will y'all still love me? Okay. I'll be right back. Oh, Megan said, I don't know. You're cut off, Meg. You're cut off. Yes, maybe. I love y'all. We don't really even need anybody else because y'all are the best. Just y'all. From talking. You're muted, Meg. I'm muting you from talking. Okay, I'm going to reset and then I'll come back in. And that'll give me a second to use the bathroom. So that'll be perfect. I'll be BRB.